Con here. I'm along the LDP. That's Paradigm Mall. Somewhere over there is SMKJ. What am I doing here? So, a couple of hours ago, my good friend Chris V from piston.my, yeah, subscribe his channel, okay? Subscribe to Chris V, subscribe to Piston. Links to their channel in my description section below. So they called me, Chris V called me and told me that, he's still stuck in Habjai on his way back, but he won't be back until like at night or something like that. And wait lah. Okay, so he needs help lah, basically, to pick up his BMW E30 from a workshop which will close before he reaches on time lah. And the lesson is this: when you have a BMW, there's always help available if you need a hand to pick up your car from somewhere. Oh my god, it's raining. Shit man, the workshop is still some distance ahead. Well Chris, I hope your car has no leaking, Alright guys, so it's raining cats and dogs here in PJ. So yes Chris, I braved this rain for you. Guys, check it out, alright? This is Chris's car. Oh, he has a push start button. And you see here, it has service indicator, okay? So even in the E30, right, BMW had already given condition-based service indicators. This is present in my E39, and of course, current gen of BMWs also will have condition-based, service reminders as well. So how it works is this: these green lights, okay? When you start the car, these green lights will light up. The fewer the green lights are, it means that the closer you are to your next service. Yellow means it's time, red means you're way overdue. So here, let's have a quick look of his interior. This car has the traditional BMW 4-spoke steering, very nice. So audio unit has obviously been taken out, but it's okay. I mean, with a car like this, you actually want, for me lah, for my tastes lah, you probably want as little electronics as possible. And well, my friend here obviously has a taste in music, has a good taste in music. And check out the condition of this gear knob. I'm not sure if he got a replacement gear knob, but this is in fabulous condition. And there is actually very little free play. Impressive. So yeah, so this car, the interior trim seems to have held together pretty well, right? Slight crack here in the dashboard, but that's alright lah. I mean, those days German cars, their plastic quality really did not hold up well to weather. So I think this is in relatively fabulous condition, I would say. And check this out. So this one, if I know correctly, this is the headlight switch. So you pull it once to activate the small lights, and you pull it a second time to activate the main beams. And the signal stocks still in the stock still feels solid, and obviously there's one burnt signal light somewhere. One of the 3 signal lights are probably burnt, but small, once again, cheap fix, no big deal. So let's bring this car home and wait for Mr. V's return. Wow, steering wheel has no adjust, I can't find the steering. Yeah. So with BMW manuals, you have to push and push again and push up to activate reverse. So let's go. And we are on the way. The steering is not exactly light, but not ridiculously heavy either. Gear change is still very good. Alright, yeah, as I said earlier, the transmission, right, the gear change is still precise, right? The throws are still nice and precise, indicative that this car really was quite well taken care of by its previous owner. And it's raining outside, and amazingly, there isn't much in the way of noise coming from the roof. I don't hear the tak 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 sound coming from the roof, which is better than what I can say of many modern cars that I've tested recently. Okay, so the steering has a bit of free play, but not really, not at an alarming level really. Right. Okay, the left side mirror is somehow aligned at is somehow tilted down. All right. Oh, it must have had that auto tilt feature that that BMW's always had. All right, but it doesn't tilt back up. Right. So right, the side mirror adjustment is electric. This was a time when really, right, BMWs really felt their best when you specify it with a manual transmission. I mean, this engine has, okay, the tachometer, the odometer here reads 270,000 kilometers, which is very low mileage for a car this age. This is the base 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine, but it is very rev happy. Alright, I'm not going to push it much further past 4,000 RPM lah. That is for the owner to do, but this engine is lively. I mean, compared to the 6-cylinder engine in my E39, the 6 cylinders, my E39's 6-cylinder M54 engine is a much smoother, more refined powertrain. But this 1.8 liter 4-port, it's more rev happy. I would say it's more rev happy. It's more racy, right? So I believe that, you know, if I were the owner of this car, right, I would be quite what's the word for it? Quite keen to explore its rev limits all times. Yeah, I mean, for a 25-year-old engine, for a 25-year-old car, this engine is very, very lively. I mean, a modern day F30 series, even a modern day 318 1.5 cylinder would leave this old girl, you know, eating dust on a traffic light sprint. But I would suspect that this is the car that gives you more miles per kilometer. Oh, not very. I'm doing less than 100, but wow. You see, that's the thing, that's the magic about these old cars, you know. You don't have to be going fast, but there is something about them that touches you on a spiritual level, if you like. It talks to you. These old cars, they talk to you. The other thing about buying these old BMWs is that, especially an E30, the E30 is such a well-loved car that I can't remember how much money that Chris spent on this, but I am fairly certain that if suddenly one day he were to decide to sell his car, he would quite easily not only recoup his selling price, but also whatever it is that he had put down on the repairs. Because you see, the E30s right now, right, if you're talking about the 318i here is the most common variant available in our market. Now, these are going for in the teens, right? 15k, 13k, but the really good condition cars are touching 20,000, and I am fairly certain, okay, knowing Chris V, right, I am fairly certain he has not reached 20k in regards to his overall expenditure on this car. So yeah. Okay guys, so here we are back in my neighborhood. This is Chris Chris's E30. I'm not going to show the front and back direct view because I do not want to. I'm not sure how particular he would be on exposing his number plate to the public. But let's just to show you. So here from the front, he has gotten this M-Tech 2 bumpers here. This is the equivalent of the M Sport bumpers for a modern day BMW. He's got this new set of BBS wheels, 16 inches, shot on 245 45 R16 tires, right? And a new coat of paint. And you see at the back here, this was a time when the E30, the 318 had rear drums. I'm not sure if Chris will mod that to rear discs. And also got a spoiler here, a nice ducktail spoiler, very classic looking. And yeah, so here are the rear bumpers, and his car also has the facelifted taillights. So yeah, this is the facelifted version of the E30. Yeah, very well kept car, very beautifully kept, and also very tastefully done up by the current owner. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you like my content, click on the subscribe button. Press the bell icon to toggle the frequency of updates every time I upload a new video. And don't forget also to check out the channels of Bobby, Bing and Fadil, okay, of the Horizon team. And until my next video, thanks for watching. Bye for now.